So, someone just stole my mood ring. I don't know how I feel about that. Anyway, if you want a surefire way to stop worrying and overthinking, then this is the video for you. If you have a deep passion to be in a relationship with Jesus and have more joy and more peace and more freedom, then make sure to subscribe and hit the bell, because I will hopefully release more videos in the future that will help you to do that more. Today, one surefire way to stop worrying and overthinking. I worry a lot. I don't know about you, but I sometimes, a lot of the time, am up at night worrying about my future, my dreams, whether I'm even worth anything, whether I'm even gonna achieve anything, whether I'm even capable of being successful, whether everything. I worry about everything. This has changed a lot of that. This tip that it's helped me, that's why I'm sharing it with you. And it is something that Jesus said in the Bible. What a boss he is, by the way. He said, don't focus on tomorrow. Don't focus on tomorrow's worries. Focus on today's worries. You know, today has enough worries on its own. And so why would you focus on tomorrow or the day after or yesterday or the day before that? Why would you focus on them when you can just focus on today and doing your best today? One guy, he was a top dog. He was a basketball player, and he was really excelling in his field. I forgot his name, but all I know is he's pretty famous and he's a very good basketball player. And he said, I don't focus on the scoreboard. I focus on the game. I focus on doing my best in the game, and then the scoreboard takes care of itself. If I play well, then, you know, I don't have to worry about that thing, the scoreboard. Cal Newport also said a similar thing. He said a lot of people focus on the goals that they have. You know, everybody has big goals. Everybody wants to be successful, or they want to have good friends, and they want to have a nice family, and they want to have a nice house, they want to have a nice car. Everybody has big goals in life. They want to exercise more. They set themselves a goal at the start of the year to exercise for an hour a day, then they don't last for the first week. You know, you've heard it all before. People have big goals. Everybody has big goals. But the thing that separates the people who achieve those goals and don't achieve those goals is the people who do achieve the goals don't focus on the goals. They focus on the system behind achieving those goals. So they focus on the system, not the goals. Maybe they set a goal at the start of the year, but then afterwards, they don't focus on that. They focus on the thing that will get them to the goal. So they focus on the daily grind. They focus on basically every day doing their best and focusing on the system that they have. For example, my system right now, I'm going to share it with you. Just really quickly, 20 seconds. I wake up, go for a run, pray, I read the Bible, I worship, sing a song or two, listen to my psychology lecture because I'm a psychology student, and then I film a psychology video which helps me to revise for psychology, and then I film this video, and that's my daily system. I do it every day, and then that enables me to achieve my future long-term goals of A, being closer to God, B, getting a good grade in my psychology degree, and C, this YouTube channel. Hopefully it'll be successful. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm focused on the system, not the goals. And you see, if we worry about the future or the past, it's always going to have a negative effect, because worrying takes up so much energy, and the energy that it takes up worrying about the goals, the fact that you're not achieving the goals, if you're worrying about that, then you never actually focus on the system, because you're using up so much energy worrying that you don't have any energy left to actually do the things that will help you to achieve the goals. And so, how do you focus? How do you focus on the day? I've been saying that you should focus on the system, focus on the day, focus on the game, and then that will lead to the long-term goals. And you don't have to worry about this scoreboard. I mean, that'll take care of itself. So how do you focus on the day? Something that has really helped me, and this is how you focus on the day, is you focus on the day. What does that mean? You focus on the day. That is the advice. And it may sound stupid and simple and like you're just repeating yourself, but it really is that simple. You just need to focus on the day, focus on what you're doing, and then the scoreboard will take care of itself. I mean, If you want some more practical advice, I like writing a list of all the things I've got to do today, and then I tick them off, and then that list is my life for that day. That is the little section of my life that I'm focusing on at that day, and anything else doesn't matter. That list is everything. Every time I tick off a thing on the list, I'm like, yes, you know? I'm so happy because it makes me feel good to know that I'm progressing, you know, I'm ticking them off. And that is a really good way of focusing on the day and not worrying about the past or the future, and that helps me a lot. Before you go to sleep the previous day, write a little list of all the things that you're going to do that day. Pray. This is really important, to pray and ask God for help, because if you don't ask God for help with those things that you're doing, then it's like trying to plant a plant without a seed. You know? It doesn't really work. And I mean, of course, there are many people who are not Christians, and they are very successful in life. And you may say, you know, well, how are they successful if they don't pray and everything? But actually, are they successful? I mean, in the worldly sense, they probably are successful because they've made a lot of money. But in God's eyes, they're probably not successful because they don't know God. And so when they die and they're judged, you know, that's their whole eternity. That is how we need to judge success, based on eternity when we die. Because, you know, it's eternity. I mean, you know, here on earth is like a tiny little portion of eternity. If we do our best for God and we pray every day, the key is to do our best. That's really all we can do. And if we just do our best every day, we focus on the day, we focus on whatever task, whatever chapter God has put in our life, because God gives our life in chapters. Every chapter, He kind of gives us a different task and a different assignment. It's like our life is a book, and every chapter is a different zone in that book. Right now, I'm doing a psychology degree, like I've said. I am filming videos, producing content, and that is the chapter in my life right now. Your chapter is going to be probably very different to mine. But the best thing that we can do is do our best. You know, that's simple. Focus in on the day. Now, this is the last thing that I want to say. Focus in like a magnifying glass on just this day. Do your absolute best that you can. Get joy from this day. Try to practice gratitude for the fact that you get to do everything. You don't have to do everything that you're doing. You get to do everything that you're doing for God. And one day, you're going to receive a reward hundreds of thousands times greater than the effort that you're putting in right now. Because the seed is always smaller than the tree. The seed is always tiny. Everything that you plant is always tiny, and it seems so insignificant and so small, and it seems like it has no effect at all. But then when it grows and it becomes unrecognizable to what you started out with, trust God that will happen, because it will. If you want to enjoy a quiet time that you have with God even more, then check out this video and subscribe. If you want to, but only if you want to, and you found that this was useful. Goodbye.